Kevin Douglas. Kyle Greentree. Kevin Hay. Thomas Heemskirk. Kit Kong. Pa Newman. Thomas Overs. Siegfried Quante. Sanjay Phillip. Braden Weir. Logan Weiss. Caitlin Younger. So at this time, I'd like to ask our training officer, Captain Hetherington, to come up and share a few words on the reflections from the last 8 weeks of the training program.
Hello. Last 8 weeks I've worked with Recruit Class 2018. Very hard conditions. They were worked very hard. Obviously, we took 14 strangers and tried to turn them into a team. So I'll tell you a story. Day one, I had an elaborate team building exercise planned for the day because these people are coming from, in some cases, across the country to be employed here, definitely across the Lower Mainland. 10 minutes before I had this planned, I found out that somehow they all got in contact with each other. They've been to parties together, out for dinners. Millennials, right? They can network. So I scrapped that practice and pulled some hoses and took some practice. I'm actually here to introduce the class valedictorian. But I'd like to recognize all the instructors that took part in their training. It wasn't just the training division. We have on-duty personnel who prepare sometimes months in advance to give lessons and key components to their curriculum. And they're on duty. They'll come down on their truck and they'll work with the recruits sometimes over days to give them the lessons they need from on-duty active firefighters. So that's too many to name, but that's how we do the training here. So I would like to recognize them. We do have a class valedictorian who I'd like to introduce. He was selected by his group to speak for the group. It's recruit Brad Davidson.
You guys hear me? I'll hold it. For many years, each and every one of us has been dreaming of this day, landing our dream job with the most sought out fire department in BC. Well, we're here, we made it. I'd like to congratulate my fellow classmates and you brothers and sisters on accomplishing a remarkable achievement. However, our journey has just begun. Chief Robertson, Council, Training Division Local 323, family and fellow graduates. I'm Brad Davidson and I have the privilege of representing the class of 2018. It's been a long, hard journey to get here. We've endured countless hours of physical activity, followed by long days staring at our phone, waiting for Nancy from HR to give us a call. 8 weeks ago, we started our careers as individuals. Now we move together as a team. Together we have braved the elements, rolled, unrolled, and loaded miles and miles and miles of hose. We've also picked each other up when we've fallen down. The secret's out. The rumors are true, the BFD training division is miles above the rest. On behalf of the 2018 recruit class, I'd like to thank all of those who have made our journey possible. All of you, our family and friends, for supporting us at home, and the training division, and the crews that have put up with our countless mistakes and endless questions. Now, there's been a lot of talk about a certain gold jacket throughout the last 8 weeks. Well, let me give you the straight goods. The jacket was presented to us by Captain Hetherington on our first week. It was ascribed to us as a long-standing tradition. In fact, Captain Hetherington can still remember wearing it in his recruit class. However, when seen by the crews, nobody had any idea what it was all about. The jacket was worn by all of us at least once over the course of training. The team leader for that day would be presented the jacket, and they would present it to a classmate who was caught making a mistake by the rest of the class. Some examples of these mistakes include losing a teammate in a smoked out environment. You couldn't see her hand in front of your face, but you could hear a voice yelling, "Sanjay!" It's okay, we found Sanjay. He's over there. Some other mistakes include growing a mustache and having to reintroduce yourself to the class after shaving it off at lunch, eating a forbidden brownie, pulling off 200 feet of 2.5 only to fall on your back, while the whole training division watches you flop around like a fish out of water. And finally, taking a patient's pulse in FR while looking at your wrist where your watch should be and yelling out 86. The gold jacket allowed us all to learn from others' mistakes and grow together as a team. We hope the jacket continues to be part of the long-standing tradition. Throughout our training, we have learned many acronyms. Some examples are RIT, PAR, and LUNAR. In closing, the most important acronym I'd like you all to remember is TRIT, T-R-I-T. It's posted on all the walls of all the fire stations. We see it every day. It's the 4 core values of the Burnaby Fire Department. They are trust, respect, integrity, and teamwork. All of us were hired here because we possess those 4 attributes. May we continue to uphold these core values and strive every day to be better and stronger than the last. Thank you.